What's up, Quadcopter fans? HireAndJoin.com, and today I'm going to be flying my old steady JJRC H16 Tarantula X6. So we'll go ahead and crank up the speed, turn on the headless. It's bound. I don't have an onboard camera on it. Giving this sucker a break. I've put it through so much abuse lately. You know, lifting an SJ4000 GoPro. Just replaced all the motors. Flying great. So I'm going to take it for a spin today. I get about 3 to 4 minutes of battery life. I've got some replacement parts actually coming on the way. Actually, I need to fix the prop guard on this before I take off. Do that real quick. Grab my screwdriver. This thing came loose on the way over, but you know, I ordered some parts from China and GearBest, and I'll be lucky if they come. So I've been waiting about 2 months to get them. I bought a new top shell for it and some landing gear. They gave me the wrong landing gear with this quadcopter. It didn't have any cutouts for the camera slot. So, but it's still a great, fun one to fly. If you can find it on Amazon for 60 bucks, I believe you can get it to you within a few days. So, definitely worth the purchase. This is one of the best trainers before you get into any of the bigger ones. It's completely manual, so you know you do need to rely solely on what skills you do have to fly this sucker. But I'll probably get some sort of Mobius or keychain camera. You know, just trying to fly with the GoPro on it. It just wears out the gears on the motors, and it's a constant game of replacing them. And I've replaced about 8 so far, so it's probably about time that I change my cameras up. So the wind is picking up here. Almost smacked into the fence there. Handle's great though. It's a little jerky in its movements, but it's to be expected. It doesn't have any type of stabilizers or GPS or anything, but with that, you got a lot less things that can go wrong with it. My V303 Seeker, having a lot of problems with that one. Even though it flies very smooth, and you know, it's a 350 and it can pick up a GoPro without an issue. It's got more things that can go wrong with it. Tarantula, I can actually pop this thing open, know what everything is inside of it, and got a good idea of how to fix it and what's going wrong when it does go wrong. So do some pirouettes here. Wind's starting to pick up, but it's flying a little jerky, and it's not necessarily a quadcopter, it's me. Been cycling through a couple different quadcopters that I have, from minis to, you know, the stable flyer like the V303 Seeker. So see it jerking around, it's just me compensating, getting used to it again. So we're probably going on 2 to 3 minutes now. We've probably got maybe about another minute or so left of flight time. But this thing takes off good, lands good. I could use some better landing gear. I did a landing gear mod video if you're looking for, you know, a landing gear modification. It ended up being quite heavy because I was using some DJI legs on it, or some knockoff DJI legs. I'm gonna check my lights, see what they look like. We'll fly over into this next field over here. Turn back around. But I was using, like I said, the DJI legs, and in doing so, it made it very heavy. Couldn't lift the legs and the camera on it, but it could lift the legs. It did affect its maneuverability, so you're not going to be able to do any high-speed pitches. But you know, if you're just kind of new to flying a quadcopter, it might be a better route to go because the legs on this thing suck. You know, if you don't land this thing right, it's gonna flip over and tip. Whereas with like the DJI legs, you know, if you run out of juice and it comes down, or you come down a little bit harder, it distributes the fall a little bit better. Because when this thing runs out of juice, it doesn't beep it doesn't beep on the controller. You got to pay attention to the lights, and during the daytime it's hard to see, so we'll take it out for one more swoop and we'll come in and land it. We're probably running out of juice right about now. The wind's picking up with it, so having to do a lot of corrections. So we'll bring it down nice and slow for landing. Fighting the wind, it's blowing hard to the right. But as you can see, I mean, that landing gear is super flimsy, bounces around. Not the best, so if you do the mod, it'll definitely help out. So this is the Tarantula X6 JJRC H16. You see I got a bunch of duct tape on there, JB Weld, no battery case, so put this thing through the ringers, but you know, definitely a great buy, great learning experience.